Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Mayday! Let me hear you. Happy Mayday! International Workers' Day. And here we are in the richest country in the world, and we don't honor the holiday where it began. I mean, we honor it here, but you know, our brothers and sisters and siblings all over the world, many of them have the day off because they understand the significance of this holiday. This crew understands the significance of this holiday, but we need, and I represent teachers, we need to do better, I'm owning it here, at teaching labor history so that this green is filled in years to come and that we can continue to demand that this day be recognized for the incredibly significant day that it is. International Workers' Day, Mayday. It is so good to be here with you all. So again, my name is Blatteau, and I'm the president of the New Haven Federation of Teachers. I represent almost 1,800, we represent almost 1,800 educators who work in New Haven public schools right now. So I know it's 3 years out from the pandemic beginning, but as a teacher, I always ask the question, what have we learned and how do we know? Good teachers are asking those questions. So when we think about the pandemic, what have we learned from these past 3 years? First, that the world can't function without teachers. We knew this early on when everyone was freaking out about the shutdown, but pretty quickly they forgot that the world, the capitalist world that keeps spinning and spinning around, depends on the work of people in our public education systems. Not just teachers, paraprofessionals, school nurses, custodians, school secretaries. We know the work that's happening everywhere could not happen if our public schools weren't ready to support young people. So that's lesson number one. Lesson number two is that educators and people who work with students, they do so much more than just teach our students. We get to know our students. We build relationships with students. We serve as counselors. We cook meals for them. We feed them. We help them find resources. We do so many things to help them do the things they need to do as learners and as members of our community, and we prioritize that as union members. So let's be real here. Not only that, when teachers and teachers' unions go to the contract negotiating table, we also fight for things that will benefit our students. We fight for lower class size. We fight for social workers and nurses. We fight for counselors, special ed resources, resources for English language learners. We go to the table, we fight for those things. Unfortunately, it's a lot of time because of budget cuts and because of a lack of willingness to collaborate that the people on the other side of the table don't want to meet us there. But teachers' unions will continue to fight for what students need. Not just here in New Haven, but across the country. Check this out. In Boston and LA recently, teachers' unions won housing protection for unhoused students in their teachers' contract. That's called bargaining for the common good, and that is something that we all have to learn more about so that we can keep fighting for what our students need, because we know that our students' learning conditions matter. Teachers' working conditions impact student learning conditions, and students' living conditions impact their working conditions. So we need to continue to come together and fight for what we know our communities need. So what are we fighting for? We're fighting for Husky for immigrants, no matter your age, no matter your immigration status. We are fighting for that. We're fighting for red caps because we know how important that is for families to be able to access housing so they can do what they need in the classroom. We're fighting for higher wages for our low-wage union siblings, paraprofessionals in our school districts who are not making enough, and they are the parents and grandparents of our students. We are fighting for people to make sure that they can organize unions. We are fighting to make sure that the ultra-wealthy and corporations in this state, not to mention Yale University, pay what they owe so that we can provide these things. These things should not be a dream. These things are possible. Eric said it, another vision, another world is possible. We can do it when we come together, when we we demand, and when we say enough is enough, another world is possible. Thank you to everybody who's organizing tonight. Let's do this. The teachers union, the workers in our schools are with you. We are grateful to you, and we stand with you always. Thank you.
Thank you, Leslie. Thank you. So we're going to do a chant. I say, no cuts, no fees. Education should be free. No cuts, no fees.
Education should be free.
No cuts, no fees.
Education should be free.
No cuts, no fees.
Education should be free.